Something is happening inside you, not an apocalypse on your screen, not a headline. It's slower, quieter. It doesn't break down your door. It walks in through your attention. If you've been tired but can't rest, scrolling but feeling empty, craving meaning but feeling numb, you're not broken. You're being shaped, right now. This isn't a theory, it's a process. And the longer it stays invisible, the stronger it gets. Stay with me. I'm going to show you how to spot it, how to measure its grip on you, and how to break it. We're pulling the curtain on the silent systems that train your nervous system, edit your desires, and write over your identity without permission. Most people think they're deciding what to like, what to post, what to want. But what if your choices aren't just influenced? They're engineered. Entire architectures of persuasion know your irritations, your cravings, your secret fears. They don't only predict your behavior, they sculpt it. Algorithms are not mirrors, they are sculptors, and they shape something more valuable than your clicks. They shape you. The news, the trends, the memes, the outrage cycles, all of it forms a labyrinth designed to keep you reactive and docile. This isn't just manipulation, it's identity conditioning. You don't feel a boot on your neck, you feel 1,000 nudges. Your instincts dull, your emotions start misfiring. You drift between agitation and apathy. That's a nervous system in chronic overstimulation. Silence feels unbearable now because silence is where self-awareness begins, and self-awareness interrupts control. Modern neuroscience shows it clearly. When your attention is fragmented, your brain stops recording your life in full detail. Without deep, undistracted focus, experiences don't consolidate into long-term memory. You may still be alive, but it's like your story is being written in disappearing ink. Days blend together. Conversations fade before they can take root. You remember headlines more than moments. Over time, your sense of self begins to dissolve. You don't feel like you're changing. You just lose track of who you were. The things that used to excite you feel unfamiliar. The goals that once felt urgent now seem distant or absurd. Psychologists call this identity diffusion, when the thread of you unravels, not from trauma alone, but from chronic disconnection. In practice, it feels like emptiness. You scroll through old photos and wonder when that spark left your eyes. You chase new information, new stimulation, hoping something will make you feel real again. But the more you consume, the less you remember. The more you react, the less you reflect. Dreams that once burned bright now feel childish. Passions that once drove you now seem pointless. Meaning doesn't vanish all at once. It erodes, slowly, quietly, until all that's left is numbness. This isn't just burnout. It's the nervous system at its most vulnerable, wired for survival, stripped of curiosity, waiting for someone or something to tell it what to care about next. That's how people become programmable, how they lose their agency without realizing it. But if you're feeling that numbness, that hollow ache, it's not proof that you failed. It's proof that something inside you is still awake enough to notice. The mind only recognizes emptiness when it remembers what fullness feels like. And that awareness, that flicker of self, is the doorway back. 6 moves to break the trance and reclaim the self beneath it. Step 1. Name the trance. Every scroll, every impulse, every micro-reaction. See it. You don't have to resist it, just notice it. Awareness breaks the spell, faster than force ever could. Step 2. Drop the performance. Stop curating yourself for an invisible audience. Say 3 truths you've never said out loud, even if only a whisper. Authenticity isn't found, it's remembered. Step 3. Reclaim the body. Slow your breathing until it feels unnatural. Feel the weight of your hands, the rhythm of your pulse. Each sensation is a signal. You exist outside the screen. Reconnecting the body rewires the mind. Step 4. Unearth what you exiled. A dream you buried, a desire you dismissed, a piece of wildness you told yourself to outgrow. It isn't gone, just waiting for permission to return. Invite it back. Let it breathe. Step 5. Make the ordinary sacred. Cook with focus. Walk without your phone. Notice light on a wall, breath in the cold air, sound in silence. This isn't mysticism, it's neuroplasticity. Attention is how the brain decides what to keep. Step 6. Leave a breadcrumb trail. Write something real. I was here, I remember. Anchor your identity in moments, not metrics. Because in a world built to erase attention, remembering yourself is rebellion. Before you go back into the noise, carry these questions. Which parts of me have I already forgotten? Which instincts went quiet without my consent? Which dreams shrank because I stopped feeding them? And ask yourself, did I lose them, or did something take them? Memory doesn't vanish all at once. It erodes in micro-compromises until one day you no longer recognize the shape of your own mind. But pieces can return. A voice you forgot, a fire you didn't know still burned. You are not erased, only hidden, and memory always knows how to find its way home. Here's the part. They hope you never discover. If they can fracture your memory, they can fracture your identity. And once your identity splinters, they don't need to control you. You'll do it yourself. That's not paranoia. It's the blueprint. When you stop remembering, you stop questioning. You'll accept any story. You'll believe you've always felt this way. You'll confuse numbness with peace and obedience with truth. They don't erase you by force. They bury you under noise, 1,000 tiny shocks, until you forget what silence feels like. Because when you forget silence, you forget yourself. But behind the fog, you are still there. You don't need a savior. You don't need a secret code. You just need to remember what they worked so hard to make you forget. Your thoughts are your territory. Your attention is your weapon. Your memory is your map. And yourself is not theirs to edit. So if something inside you trembled while hearing this, that wasn't me waking you up. That was you. I'm just pointing to the exit. Now do one thing, remember, and whatever you do, don't go back to sleep.